The first one here is from Angelica, and she says, how do I sow when my husband can't work due to illness and I can't pay our bills? Now, you hear a very real reality moment kind of situation there, but what do you guys think about something like that?
You want to go first? Or
Brother Jerry couldn't sew when he started either, but he sewed a pencil.
Yeah.
He sewed prayer time.
Yeah.
He studied, and that was his substance until the substance came.
Exactly.
And then he says, I remember when I couldn't sew, but now that I got it, I will sew. And he sewed the first. Then he made another agreement, I'll sew more. So just because she doesn't have it, she still can sew.
Yeah.
Everything we do is sowing seed.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But she can pick a ministry that's a good that's feeding her. Pray for them. Pray for their people.
Exactly.
That is sowing seed, even though it's not a physical seed yet.
Yeah.
She can do it with cooking. You can do it with anything. She could
You're
share
not limited
a
at
biscuit
all.
with somebody, and you think, well, what's a biscuit? A biscuit's sowing seed. That's food that you have, which is worth something that you're giving to somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, he says, he gives seed to the sower.
That's right.
So the decision to make is, okay, I want to be a sower.
That's right.
And then you look for something to sow.
That's right.
I've had people ask me, it's like, I can't tithe because of this, that, or the other, because of our bills, and we can't do that. And I'm like, well, start with 1%.
That's it.
Start with 5%.
Right
start
on.
with 2%.
Yeah.
Well, start with where you are, and then work into that, because he multiplied the seed.
Always will.
Wow.
So that'd be my instruction. But also look in your life, where can you create margin?
That's correct.
A lot of times people are like, it's like, I can, I can't really do that, but you're not changing how you're living.
Exactly.
Yeah, come on.
So
They have absolutes, and I can't do this, but
it's like, you don't need Starbucks like 6 days a week.
but I need my venti caramel macchiato.
I can't sew, but
Well, Miss Carolyn was on here, and she was talking about miracles, and one of the miracles they talked about, I apologize. I think she was talking about memorial stones, and one of the ones that stuck out to her was, my grandfather having to leave her, and he was on point of tears, crying, saying, all I got is $3 for you. I'm sorry.
That's right. That's all he had.
And she saw this, and this was not enough to cover her. This was not enough to provide for her or her children for 3 weeks. That was not going to happen.
Right.
But she knew, okay, if this isn't going to
seed,
if this is not going to meet my need, then it's seed.
Come on.
And so I would encourage you, wherever you're at, don't allow outside perspectives. Don't allow what you see or what you see in your bank account, what do you see in your capabilities to limit your ability to sow into something. Like Brother Joe said, it's like we can make some, if our church needs us, we can serve, we can spend, if our pastor drive by our pastor's house, hey, nobody's mowed his lawn, I can go over there and do that.
Right. Come on, bring it
on.
on.
Mow his lawn. So just start for where you're at. And like you said, as you give and do more, it will grow even more, and your ability and capacity to do so will grow even more.
Brother Jerry called it seed-minded instead of need-minded.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what he called it. He preached a sermon on that. Seed-minded instead of need-minded.
Or seed-minded instead of need-minded. You're seed-minded instead of need-minded.
Come on, that's
in
it.
Jesus' name.